ship will self-destruct in 20 seconds. This is your last chance to push the cancellation button.
Cancellation button? Hurry! Where is it? Where is it? It's gotta be here. Out of order! Fuck! Even in the future, nothing works.
This ship will self-destruct in exactly 10 seconds. Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 6.
6! What happened to 7?
Just kidding.
There's the other end! Faster!
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Don't touch that dial. It's Leo Valdez
Give him the skibbity paps.
and Hunter Horn
We're gonna need a wood motel.
with your pregame warm-up.
Yo, DJ, drop that beat.
Pick of the week, they be deadlocks. Most of these shows is dead wrong. PGW for the W. 100 count bands on his bed top. On our podcast, getting topped off. Swinging this stick like it's top golf. I'ma bust in the face. Then I'ma read you a verse. For Philippians verse. Put the cash in your purse.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful edition of the pregame warm-up. I'm Leo, joined by Hunter, Cole, and the lovely lady Nikita. How are you guys? Let's start with Nikita. How are you?
Hi guys, I'm good. I'm really good. How are you guys doing?
I'm good, man. What about you?
Not
Leo
everybody
Cole?
at the same time.
Not everybody at the same time.
Let me know. How are you? Hunter, congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yay.
Clap.
Golf clap.
Oh, Lang Syne,
I
may
did-
we all forget you went
We
to
did it.
FSU.
No more school ever again. It's over.
And you are a
free.
UM fan.
Don't say never ever. You never know.
We're
Oh,
done.
man.
It's over.
I'll take it.
How about you, Cole? What's up, bro?
Well, I'm doing good, and I'm happy to be back.
All right, it is good to have you back, buddy. Believe
Have
me.
you back, man.
I mean, Hunter and I just talking by ourselves. I mean, it doesn't really. It makes for good content because we just stare at each other, which, you know. But then again, we sit back. We just start singing our songs all by myself.
Yeah, I just start going off on rants about the Panthers and the Dolphins. It's not a structured show. Uh-oh.
Oh, Leo's
Oh
gone.
man. Yeah. Oh
That's not
boy.
good.
What happened?
Oh boy.
We're
Okay
having
then.
technical difficulties. 3
Difficulties
minutes
here.
into the
That's
broadcast.
what happened for Hunter saying that just in case his internet went out, we weren't gonna see you.
And then there goes
Oh,
the
great.
oh man.
Hey, I'm back.
Hear
I'm back.
us.
You see? Oh no, just leave it to everything to start going off at exactly this time. This has been kind of like even in my morning show when I'm doing, I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm kind of hitting back, relaxing, and in like 5 minutes, I'm like, all right, kind of just getting everything settled. 3, 2, 1, yes, and then I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to turn on my mic. So, yeah, just the little things. All right. So did I miss anything important? No? Good. Awesome.
Not really. Well, I mean, I was gonna say that since you were talking about how you and Hunter would stare at each other, I was gonna say you guys could have a staring contest, but you left as soon as I was gonna say that. So.
Oh, no, don't worry. Hunter would definitely win just because he would look squarely everywhere else with his sunglasses on.
That's what they're for, man. So the people don't need to know my next move.
No.
I got the TV
They
on in the
can't see
background.
your next move. We can see what you're looking at.
No, man, they can't see the TV in the background.
Oh, they can't see the
I
they
can't
see
miss
the-
I can't miss my Desperate Housewives, bro. You don't
You
understand.
are like the king of multitasking. Like he did he's watching a game, a whole entire game. He watched the whole game on the podcast and still participated. That's
Yeah.
I
impressive.
mean, participated. Yeah,
I don't know how much
I
I
don't know.
participated.
I
yeah.
give him a C2A on that, if you know what I'm saying.
He was,
Damn. You give me an A in conduct? That's a pretty good one, bro. I used to get
Yeah.
C2 C's. Is it C3
considering the
C's?
screaming and the chanting as participating. That's what
Yeah.
Dude, I
happened.
remember my history class, bro. My teacher told me, he's like, you're my first student to ever get an A1D. He's like, you wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Well, I don't know what any of that means, but sure.
Oh, they didn't give you conduct grades? They got rid of that by the time you get in there?
I mean, honestly, I don't even know what those are, so I'd have to imagine.
Yeah, you're
Well,
giving
you're
it-
Well,
Perfect.
because right now, especially with like the new way that grading is done nationally, what they do is they factor your conduct as part of your overall grade.
Great.
Well, in elementary school, they kind of did that, but like it
Yeah.
didn't actually count towards your grade. If
Yeah,
that makes
No,
sense.
well, of course, because what 7-year-old is gonna like really
No,
behave
but
like an
like what
A
I'm
student?
saying is like in my
That isn't
elementary
a
school,
pet,
they had like
you
all
know?
the letter grades, and then they had like a little sub note about like all like the different conduct things, and I think there were grades on that, but I'm not sure. They didn't count towards your actual grades though.
Well, I mean, I would probably be a B, C student, really, when it came to that
Conduct?
stuff. Oh yeah, because I'm naturally a contrarian. I can't help myself.
Oh no.
So,
Leo.
but no, I can imagine. I can
Still,
imagine.
I don't know what that stuff means.
Yeah, then I got to college and they started paying for stuff, and I was like, I should.
But like Nikita strikes me as the kind of person who puts glitter on her projects. Am I right or am I wrong? Come on.
Actually, no. I'm the type. No, I don't. I'm actually the type that like just gets the shit done, and however it comes out.
That's what I was
So you're like a straight A student. That's in college, especially in college. That's like
Well,
that's a straight A student.
now as I'm older, I'm like more conscientious of my grades and I take shit so serious right now.
Right.
I make myself sick physically, mentally.
Yeah, that's,
So-
I've been.
that's
I know.
not
I trust me. I
That's
feel
not. I don't think that's 100% healthy, but I can understand it, especially when you're like putting in your own money.
Well,
towards
it's healthy scholastically,
like,
but it's
that's-
not healthy in any other way.
that sense of accomplishment is nice, though. It's worth it.
Well, yeah, especially if you're paying what you're paying for your classes. It makes you feel like you're getting your money's worth, and at the same time, you are getting a quality. You're taking advantage of actually getting the
Yeah.
education you want.
No,
It is
college-
different.
Like I have goals, and if I fail a class, that just sets me back in so many other aspects, and I'm just more conscientious now that I'm older of
The
those.
good news is I have never failed the
It was
class.
me at the beginning of college. I got academic probation, all sorts of shit. They're not happy with me. But then my
Well,
dad
I mean,
told me,
hey,
"You better
to
figure it out." I was
respond to
like, "You
that
better figure
comment,
something
I
out,
was
man.
something
You
to make
better
that
figure it
person
out
feel
fast."
better. I found that school is sometimes like at least like for one meme video I saw, that school is an acronym for 6 cruel hours of our lives.
I mean, high school, yeah.
You can also make it 7 because I mean the S could stand for 6 or 7, depending
No,
on.
I did.
You haven't
I actually
already
did
checked out
everything
Respect
possible.
podcast. Make sure you check it out.
What happened?
No, I was my buddy TK. He said congrats for the thing, so I was giving a shout out to his podcast.
Oh, that's right.
You
He-
remember
I mean,
TK? Yeah, he came on here. He didn't know a lot about hockey, but it was okay.
I don't really know
but
a lot about hockey.
it was great to have him on. I
It
say
was.
that.
I had a great time.
Yeah, no. But as far as like school for me, it's just I just couldn't. I even have my own hangups of going back. I have my associate's degree, but I've got like the certifications that I need to do the work that I typically
of
do
course.
anyway.
Which is good
So-
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow! I just discovered a feature on this.
How to flip
You just-
your
No, not how to flip anything. I saw a button. I was wondering what it did. So if you go to like the bottom right hand corner of the like the broadcast screen,
Don't even bother,
there's, like,
Hunter. I know
little
where it's going.
square that like has like it's kind of just like the lines are like 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you click on that, it expands the broadcast screen. So like the
Right.
Leave Studio, present, settings, mute, stop cam, all that stuff
Disappear.
temporarily goes away. So you click that, and then like so basically
You're out of order! You're out of order! The whole trial is out of order!
Let's get to some sports, man.
I was gonna say that it goes into dark mode, but like you know like how like instead of being like gray and white, it's like black and white. But, like the icons are white instead of gray.
It looks great. I did it. It looks awesome. Thank you for that tutorial. We're gonna have a multi-purpose for this podcast. We're gonna go into some NBA, guys.
Uh-oh.
And of course, we're gonna talk about the best of the best first.
Oh my God.
Leo's favorite. Do you guys think that the Heat are gonna close it out in Game 6? Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have to shoot better than 40.
Well, I'd say so. I think they are going to close it out in Game 6, but do I see the Heat needing the Game 7 to win the series? Yes. So I wouldn't be surprised either way.
Well, they're gonna have to shoot better than 42% from the field. I'll tell you that much, man. They were 13 of 43 from downtown. That's abysmal.
I'll
They
tell
really
you
gotta-
what it. I'll tell
That's
you really
less
what
than
it was,
33%
and what the
right
defining factor of the actual game was. It was where the Knicks were struggling and why they were losing, and it was their rebounds. I mean, they got 30 to 15 on defensive rebounds. They got 15 to the Heat's 10 on offensive rebounds. They're getting the boards, so they're getting the points. That's really where it is right there. But here's the thing. I don't think they're going to do it again. I don't think Eric is going to let the Knicks do that one more time. And that's going to be the kicker. That's going to cost the Knicks the game, that they're not going to be able to get those boards, and the Heat are going to win in Game 6 because the Knicks have no answer when the Heat decide to get, especially when their bench is on fire. Not just Jimmy, but they're
can I
on
say
bench.
one more thing?
And the Heat have to not turn the ball over, bro, because the Heat turned the ball over 12 times, and the Knicks had 29 points off of turnovers.
That's
compared
true.
to the Heat's 5.
Yeah, that's
compared
over
to-
2 points per turnover.
Yeah, that you can't do that. You're not going to win basketball games by turning the ball over that many times.
Oh, also, can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
So you know how the last time I was on the show, I had like a bunch of static on my screen.
Yeah.
The static is not there this time, and I'm happy because I was telling myself I'm not gonna care about whether static's there or not. Like I'm not gonna care. It probably is gonna be some static, and besides the thing that's like flickering right here currently now for whatever reason, I've not really had any static. So that makes me
that's
happy.
good. And
You know what
and to say that what we do here in the show is we try to provide the best visuals that we can for our fan base, for the people that are watching live, and also for the people who watch later. Our
sure.
43 subscribers, and we're growing. Come on, guys,
The
gotta
only,
pick up
the
that
only
subscription
bad
pace.
thing about
Share.
that is you guys.
Let's go, man. Exactly. Rick Ross said that.
There's no more of the
Support
Ghost
your
of Cole.
friends.
No more Ghost of Cole.
No more Ghost of Cole.
There we go.
What about them
We gotta
Lakers?
find a way to hashtag that. All right. So what's up next, Nikita? What do we got?
So we're gonna talk about the 76ers and a little bit of the Celtics. Do you guys think they're gonna finish them off this game? The 76ers?
Honestly, I think
Well, they play tonight.
that it's gonna go to Game 7.
Wait, we didn't talk about the
opinion, but-
Lakers, though. We didn't talk about the Lakers.
We haven't gotten there yet.
We haven't gotten there yet. The Sixers are up next.
Yeah.
We got the
The
76ers.
Lakers played last night. What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Oh, so you want to talk about last
I
night's
thought we were
game?
going in chronological order.
Oh, no. Well, maybe if somebody read the outline, that we have, but you want to go, let's
fine.
obey. Let's obey time itself. Everybody can
Well,
can
even
we
if you
stop
don't
for a
read
minute?
that,
Can we
like, you
stop?
just go along with how the show
We'll go
goes.
Boston, Philly. We'll go Boston, Philly. Fine,
Yeah.
fine.
We'll cover the Lakers. I know you want to talk about LeBron. Go.
Wow.
Hopefully he never sees this.
Yeah.
We're gonna get sued.
I doubt LeBron will see this.
I doubt
YouTube
LeBron will
broadcast. If
care
he does,
as much
that would be
about
great.
what I gotta
watches
say
our
about
show.
him than
What do you
anybody
mean?
else.
So LeBron tunes in Monday and Thursday to watch our show.
That's fantastic. Maybe you
That would
can
actually
hire
that would
us,
actually be really cool. I admit
as
that actually
future-
would be
future
really cool.
prospects to potentially be analysts for the Lakers.
What's up?
Hey man, we got big things planned. So Boston, Philly, man.
I'd prefer to work for
Philly
the
closes
Bulls.
it
Then I'm
out.
just gonna say that.
Philly's home, right? Philly's at home tonight, right?
I believe so.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah,
hold on.
Philly's
hold on.
winning it.
I
Yeah,
am not
looking
gonna
at
look it
here.
up. I
No, I got it
remember
here.
that the Celtics are the 2 seeds, so yes, Philly would be at home tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philly's home.
at
So I think Philly closes it out at home and is on to the Eastern Conference Final.
Okay.
What
So
do you,
they shut
what do
it.
you
They
think?
shut it down.
I think so. I think Boston let this slip away.
I
It
think
would be Boston
that
series to
it
lose,
all
really.
depends on really the Horford Embiid connection. Embiid came to Game 5 to really play. He put it down. Horford got 0 points. He was barely visible in the game. He literally stood in the shadow of Embiid. So between Jaylen Brown and the coaching staff, they really need to do something. They need to start firing from downtown and actually making it. If they don't do that, then it's going to be Harden and Embiid taking the 76ers to the Eastern Conference Championship. That's for sure. Yeah, that's Cole, what do you think?
I mean that's definitely a good point. And based on how the series has been going so far, I do think it's actually going to go to Game 7. But then again, you really do never know. So
They're home right
it would be fun to see the series go to Game 7, though. I kind of actually maybe want the Sixers to win because I saw an Instagram post like saying that how like the 2020 bubble like was the championship that didn't count, but then like someone was like trying to like disprove that in the sense that maybe trying to prove that LeBron's the greatest of all time, which he isn't, by the way. That like how it was the four teams that were in the conference finals that year are almost going to be the 4 teams in the conference finals this year, so then that would kind of disprove that. But if the Sixers beat the Celtics, that post will not be applicable because the Celtics were in the conference finals that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only way I think the Celtics, honestly, if they come together as a team and they start knocking it down from downtown, they have a chance to steal this one at home for them. But it's going to be very, very difficult for. It is going to be very difficult for the.
What does Brian mean by that though?
Oh no! By it's an ongoing debate
just
about the
talking
best
with your
of
boys,
all
just talking.
time. You said LeBron.
It's
was
not
the best of all
LeBron.
time.
It's never
Made fun
going
of
to be
LeBron.
LeBron, especially if that
Ooh.
2020 bubble tournament like continues to like not get proven as like more of a legitimate title. Also,
But the
plus,
Lakers
I mean,
did pretty bad against Golden State, even though they got blown out. They didn't play too bad.
there are a lot of things that prove that Michael Jordan is and was and always will be a better player than LeBron.
Legend.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So
There's
are we
no-
on to the
there's
Lakers? Are we
no-
on
So let's go talk. Let's talk about the Lakers. Let's go to the
No,
Lakers.
skip everything else and just get it out of your system already.
Order in the court. Unless we're gonna have the LeBron Michael Jordan debate finally with our wonderful.
Not doing that. Not doing that.
That's perfectly fine with me. So the Lakers got absolutely smoked by Golden State in Game
Right.
5. We knew that was going to happen. We knew they were going to roll them up like some good Cali Kush and smoke them in Remy's woodshed. So we already knew that was going down. All right. Do the Lakers bounce back and ultimately close out Golden State? I think they do. I think they're back in the Western Conference Final. What do you think, Leo?
I think it all
Do they
depends
make the
on.
championship this year, the NBA Finals this year. I mean, maybe not, but I do think they'll win against the Warriors this game.
I think the only reason they'll win against the Warriors is because AD is playing nonstop, like just, I would say, almost God tier level basketball against Draymond. Draymond is being eclipsed by AD's play, and I was actually expecting a much better competition between the two. But with AD playing the way that he has, actually, this is what gets me about Anthony Davis is this was the way he was supposed to come into the league. This is the superstar we were expecting for him to be. So when he takes on that role, he does it well. Yeah, I think the Lakers are going to the Western Conference Championship. if they're going up against the Nuggets, I mean, it's going to make for some great watching, but I'm still taking the Nuggets on that one.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah, I'd have to take the Nuggets over the Lakers just for the match, just because of the matchups. But you never know, man. LeBron is LeBron. Even though
he's doing what he's doing, and you know what? He has no problem playing second fiddle to AD.
I didn't say he was Cole, but he's still an amazing athlete.
I thought you said he was the GOAT, though, which he isn't.
No, I said he's one of GOATs. Isn't he?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Nobody likes my workaround on this.
My true GOAT is Kobe. My true GOAT is Kobe. Always will be.
That's fair. That's fair.
My coat. All right. The created of all time is Larry Bird. Thank you very much.
Larry Bird.
I thought when you said that you were going to make like the ultimate NBA player.
Believe it or not, there has actually been a huge conversation been going around the actual NBA amongst NBA players themselves, who will say that they would rather play against a lot of the people who are statistically great, but would not want to play against somebody like Larry Bird on their team, because to them it's like playing like somebody like Jokic, just somebody who can manage, coach, and do so much. And
real talk here. Who did Larry Bird play?
You're gonna really go with who he played against?
No, because now.
Okay, you better be very careful with that one.
I'm thinking about Wilt Chamberlain. My bad.
Wilt.
Magic
I'm sorry.
Johnson too.
He took on Johnson, Kareem, bro. He took on the greats. Don't even start in a
grocery baggers. So, what are you talking about? 100 points in one game?
No, I'm talking about Larry. Larry took on the greats.
Oh no, I know Larry took on. That's why.
All right. Don't even start. And Larry stole one from MJ, so don't even go there. Okay.
That's true.
Okay. Actually, I believe he stole two, but
Larry wouldn't survive today's league.
No, definitely not. Well, I think he would, because he's like Dirk. He's like Jokic. They don't need to be great stat holders. Just what they would do to you. Larry was able to go and say to the guy in front of him while dribbling the ball, I'm going to do this, go there, go here. I'm going to give it to this guy, going to do it under your legs, going to go around, and then we're going to score on an and one. And it would happen exactly as he said when he had the ball in his hands, and how he was managing his team. That's exactly what it was. And there are very few players in this league who can do something like that.
He's talented.
Very true. I will say though, it is crazy that the Lakers lost this game by 15 points. Even though the stat line is almost identical with the amount of shots made and all of this stuff.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Warriors made a few more threes in this game. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that's basketball, man. I guess you want to go check out some ice soccer?
So what's up next, Nikita? We gave Hunter his due and talked about the Lakers. So what we got next?
But we still have the Nuggets.
That's right.
KD? KD? We have Booker from the Suns. Who do you think's gonna win the series?
Well, it's got to be Denver. I mean, honestly, I am secretly pulling for the Suns in a way that I kind of just want them to be that come from behind team. But the fact is that the Nuggets on offense are just, you cannot play defense against this team no matter what you try, how you try it. The 2 wins that the Suns have almost seemed like they were luck. That's what it looked like to me. Go ahead, Hunter.
I can see the Suns getting one more.
So you see it going to 7?
I see it going to 7.
Okay.
Shit, I see the Suns even maybe pulling it off. Because I like the Nuggets, right? I really do. I think they have the better matchup.
They're playing better.
I think the Suns are a little grittier of a team. So I think the Suns might grab it. And because I personally, just based off the people I know, I would love to watch a Suns-Lakers Western Conference Final. It'd just be very entertaining.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the fact that KD is doing well, and Booker is just doing his thing, and between the both of them, I
DeAndre
love.
Ayton
But like I
tonight.
said, when KD's assist numbers are up and he's got good scoring, the Suns are a really hard team to play against. It's the truth, and Booker being that guy, he does the same. As long as the both of them are moving the ball around and getting it to open teammates for the open shot, then yeah, I mean, why not? But it's just so hard to play defense against the Nuggets. The only real way to beat them is to outscore them and out-rebound them, which is, it's not an easy time. It's not an easy order.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. Well, it looks like we've
Kinda
got
missing
things
Cole.
pretty locked up, man.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
you know what? I like the fact that these NBA and even the NHL playoffs, which we are going to talk about, I do like where they're going.
These series have been really entertaining.
Yeah, it's just when you think when it's going one way, it's going the other,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Excited about it. It's been good.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's almost
And
like I got a question for you, Hunter, and I asked you this earlier this morning, and I'm not really looking for a hot take, but more of see if maybe you gave it a little bit more thought. But do you think sometimes that the league tells other teams to kind of like cool their jets so that they don't sweep to extend series for? I
Yes,
guess,
for money.
it almost feels like it. It
wow,
almost-
Nikita just jumped on that. She was like, "What?"
Yeah.
We spoke about this. This is what I
Yeah.
meant.
Okay.
Like
No,
2 episodes back. I feel it's a little
Tell-
setup.
No, absolutely. I agree. I really, just look at the Panthers. They play, phenomenal hockey, 10 straight games, hustle, aggressive forecheck, this and that. Then all of a sudden they just completely took the foot off the gas. I think it's because they wanted to let the Leafs go home so they could say goodbye to their fans at the end of their season on Friday. Toronto get the
Guys, you're looking for a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah. It sucks too because I had a nice meme ready to go of me with my goalie stick sweeping leaves off my front porch.
Oh my
But I think that's what jinxed it. I think that's ultimately what did it. That was a close game, man. Let me tell you guys. If it wasn't for the ref, the puck going off that one ref, man, that game's in overtime.
Yeah, definitely. I just think that honestly, even with the help, hint, hint, wink, wink, that the Panthers did get, I still think that the Leafs. I actually think it'll be sad if they win it. It'll be sad if they win it at home. But the sad reality is that giving it as hard as they were playing against the Panthers, especially on defense,
Well, the
honestly.
the Panthers didn't play.
The Panthers really didn't play any real offense.
Didn't play. They were the Toronto Maple Leafs were 62% in the faceoff dot. That's usually unheard of. That's pure dominance. Okay, the Maple Leafs led on time in the zone the whole game long. They led it by 10 whole minutes. They absolutely hemmed us in the zone. These guys didn't want to forecheck. They outshot us. They outhit us. Playoff opportunities, scoring chances, opportunities. These guys, they put it on us. They had more takeaways, less giveaways. They played like the harder team. The Panthers didn't want it. They definitely didn't want it. So it almost makes me think, yes, like it's almost scripted.
Yeah.
And I told Leo Nikita that if the script writers have it, that the Panthers choke a 3-0 lead away, I'm going to light my jersey on fire. That's it. I'm done.
Do not be a sore loser.
No, that's not even.
No, it's just being let down. It's just being let
You
down.
can't.
Yeah, but I also do think things are rigged, guys. Everything is all about money, especially when it comes to sports and stuff.
I mean, yeah, honestly, I think the
It
Heat
is
should
what
have
it is.
already swept the Knicks the way that they win in such a dominant fashion. Yeah.
Yeah, we're whooping ass and we're still, here.
Absolutely. So,
But do you guys think that if the Kings finish off the Devils tonight, do you think this is going to be beneficial for the Panthers or for the Leafs? Who do you think is going to be a better team up against that?
I think that the Canes, like, just getting any rest kind of makes them the dangerous team for the Eastern Conference Championship. Usually rest is not the best thing because rest sometimes leads to rust. But in reality, it could happen where we could okay.
That Yes, I'm back.
Okay. As far as
yeah, hold on.
as far as seeing what the what it can hold, honestly, I think it's best for the Panthers if they win. Let's say they win in game 6, or let's say they take it to 7, and that's fine. Even the Canes, with as much rest they have, that rest can turn to rust because the Panthers can go. They're streaky. They're a streaky team. The Leafs are not. So if the Leafs end up winning this series, it's definitely going to be the Canes that win because their rest is going to put them at their best. And that's okay. That's how I'll say it. Hunter, what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I've already told you for the Panthers to make a cup run, they got to get out of this series in 4 or 5.
Right.
So they're playing with fire right now. They can't let Toronto get back into this one.
Right.
You know, I don't see it happening, but I never put it past the Panthers, man.
If the Panthers, do you think that if the Panthers, let's say, go to 7 and the Hurricanes rest, I think it'll still be beneficial to the Panthers.
Oh, well, I'm not worried about the Devils or the Panthers. I mean, the Devils or the Canes, because both of those teams make really, really, really sketchy passes, and they don't play the Panthers are playing literally the 2 hardest teams in the playoffs right now. And if they take the Leafs out and they already took out the Bruins.
So if we take it,
yeah, the
Panthers
win. If Panthers in 6 or 5 over the Canes, and then they're back in the final. They'll probably take
the Stanley Cup. Wow, to see the Panthers in the Stanley Cup. Something I havenn't seen since 96, 97? When was the last time?
We'll have a live broadcast from the stadium because I'm gonna go down there to the games. Absolutely.
I was negative 6, 7, or 8 the last time that happened.
I love that you're such a diehard. Well, the West is getting pretty wild.
So yes, Brian, I am drinking on screen. And
up here. Down or what, guys? Who's gonna come out on top?
Hold on, I have to change something really quickly.
What do you think, Hunter?
I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Background none.
Say that louder,
Brian.
That
Cubs,
the West is getting
Cubs glass.
Cole, the West is getting pretty wild.
For the NHL, we're talking NHL playoffs.
Right, so we're talking Edmonton, Vegas.
Will it simmer down? Who do you guys think is going to come out on top?
All the series are tied right now, right? Both series are tied?
Yeah, both series are tied. I got Dallas and I got Dallas and Edmonton in the Western Conference Final.
Wow, that's like totally everything against you, what you've been saying, because you've been talking great about the Kraken and great about the Knights. That must hurt your heart so bad.
I know, but you know what, man? I think Connor McDavid is just too much to handle for Vegas. They were doing well, but then last night's game, they got so dominated. They felt their game plan was just so picked apart that Vegas needs like a serious adjustment when they get back for Game 5. Otherwise, I'm telling you, cooked.
I think actually I'm close with you there. I think that the Golden Knights have a better chance at taking out the Oilers, mainly because the Oilers lack so bad in goaltending. But Connor McDavid has been something else, man. Yeah, well, that's because they've been beefing up their defense, especially at the line. What's up, J-Rod? And so I think that in the end, it will come down to, let me see. Who do I got in the West? I would say the Stars taking it away from the Kraken. That's still a young team. They still have a lot of learning to do in the postseason. The Stars are more veterans. They kind of know how to get more control of the situation, so I'm going with Dallas. But I think between the Knights and the Oilers, it's just so close to call in reality because of how good the Knights are and how sometimes when the Oilers, when they turn it on, bro, it's unmatched. The truth is that I didn't think that the Oilers would make it past the first round because they were holding up Connor McDavid basically behind the net. But I don't know. I think the Knights are starting to lose a little steam, but I think eventually,
Solid points, both of you.
What about you, Cole, man? You keeping up with hockey?
Oh,
Cole's
yeah.
eating dinner,
So,
bro.
I am
Bro?
eating dinner right now, so I'm sorry for any
You're having
inconveniences
dinner?
on my end, but all those are really good points, and I don't know too much about hockey, so I can't weigh in that heavily, but we'll
Yeah, no,
just
that's
see what
good.
happens because I wasn't expecting the Panthers to beat the Boston Bruins, so yeah, I don't know.
He's just in awe about the fact that the Panthers are 3-1
Oh, yeah.
over the Leafs right now.
I'm just
That's
saying, man. I
understandable.
don't want to jinx it, bro. I don't know. Something has me worried about these Panthers, bro. These NHL
Oh my
Fighters,
Well, how many
goodness.
NHL teams have blown 3-0 leads?
four
Four?
have done it. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. It's only and it's happened before in baseball, and I don't think it's ever happened in basketball.
Never happened in basketball. No one's ever been
In
able
some
to
of my
do it.
2K leagues, it's happened.
The Suns are definitely.
That's
The Suns
true.
are winning tonight, though. Was Cole here for that one? Was Cole gone for that conversation?
No, I
Who
think
wins
I think I
tonight?
was, I think I was here for
The
that.
Suns. I got the Suns winning.
Oh, the
tonight.
Suns? No, I was not. I was not here for that. I think the Suns could win this next game, but I'd be shocked if they pull out the series.
I can see them winning at home though tonight. You see, Leo's got the Nuggets, right? Leo?
I got the Nuggets mainly because there's just no defense against that offense, and the Suns have to be almost point for point on it, and they have to take the rebounds away. I think Denver's they're gonna have that figured out by the second half of the game. It's gonna be close to the second half, and then the Nuggets will just take it away around the third quarter, and then
I don't know. I
maybe
think
the Suns come back, but that's already putting them back where they were against the Clippers.
I don't know, man. Backs against the wall. I got the Suns. I got Katie having his 40-point game finally.
Possible.
All right.
Possible.
Yeah, because it's kind of funny. As soon as Kevin Durant got traded to the Suns, I thought they were going to win it all this year, and then since they traded for Kevin Durant, they've been around like 500. So I don't know how much faith I can put in that team.
Yeah, they definitely are still gelling. You can tell.
We have
Yeah.
some MLB here on our outline. I feel like I haven't seen some MLB in a long time.
I know, right? It's baseball season, but it's still the beginning, right?
Yeah, it's still the beginning. So we have
The
Lofted
Cubs.
scores
No.
and the Boys of the Summer getting ready to cap off mid-season for All-Star break. Who will make a good enough run to take it easy in the second half of the season?
There we go.
Ooh, I like this one.
Oh, there you go. So you think the Cubs are going to do something this year?
I
Cole?
hope so. Well, a team that I like
Where
that
are they
actually
now?
could do
Where-
something this
where are they-
year,
where are they
besides
standing at
the
right now?
Cubs, they actually have a higher chance of doing something this year is the Rays. Because they
Right.
were the only undefeated team to start off the season. What was it, like 13-0 or something like that?
Right. Mhm.
I went to one of the games. So it was actually kind of funny. It was the only game where it was like 1-0, and there was like one home run in the bottom of the eighth. Like all the other games were like super high scoring. It was pretty funny. But right now, I think they're around like 27-6. Maybe they won't win the World Series this year, but I mean, I feel like they
They're
can definitely.
18 and
No,
9.
right now they're 29-9. So
Oh,
where are your
well.
Cubbies? Let's see where your Cubbies are. Your
18
Cubbies are
and
sitting in the middle of the pack of the Central at 18-19.
That sounds about right. But yeah, so that means the Rays have been 2-3 since the last time I checked. So like they had a lot of early momentum, but not all that's staying right now.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
man.
Marlins are
I wanna
19-19,
talk about
but
I wanna talk
second
about
in the
baseball until
East
the World
of the
Series.
National League.
Or-
Tampa's doing really good. Tampa's 29-9.
Yes. Tampa's 29-9. The Marlins are 19-19, but they are second in their division.
Wait, didn't we
but
just talk
you
about
have to
this?
They were in. Whatever one is that powerhouse, they'd be dead last.
Well, they have the
They-
Braves, and no offense, the
They
Mets.
have the Braves.
The Mets are
They're
just
the only people in our division, and they're 8 wins ahead of us.
well. I mean, well, actually,
can't-
Well,
can't
so
six
is
and a
the
half.
wild card.
But the truth is that like
The truth
I
is,
mean, the
Marlins-
Braves as an organization, forget about it. That they're gonna. I think that the
That's what they
three
have in
teams,
Atlanta.
the three teams that are going to do something before the All-Star break, so that they can have an easy second half of their season. Believe it or not, are going to be the Dodgers, the Braves, and even the Rays. Because even though the Rays are 29-9, they're going to stay hot enough to at least finish out the first half of the summer. The problem with the Rays is that they never have a good second half of the season. So I would like to see where they're at. Think about it like this, though. Their division is so tight that the Yankees are at the bottom of that division at 21-17. You
That's
got the
crazy.
Orioles at 2 in their 24-13. The Red Sox 22-16, which is just one game above the Yanks. And then you have the Blue Jays, which are 21-16, giving them that half a game up. So as far as what's going on in both the National League and the American League, right now the American League is poised to have a good first half of their season, which is, I mean, it's good. It's good. It's fun. It makes for good baseball, especially when you're trying to get that summer going, because the All-Star break is what everybody looks forward for. They look forward to the All-Star game, and they look forward to that home run derby. And right now, with the way that home runs are just going up, down, and everywhere else, forget it. It's almost ridiculous that any team in
Google
these...
said it.
What happened?
No, J-Rod said that. Is it the PGW Insider? I said, yeah, Google.
Google.
That's all you got to do is punch in DeAndre Ayton on Google, bro. You don't even got to put injury, and it tells you he's ruled out.
Oh, boy. No, I think as far as what's going on in baseball right now, the home run derby is going to be probably the most watched event for baseball this season. And in reality, the second half of the season is going to be, I think there's going to be maybe one Cinderella team that comes out of it. And in reality, it's probably going to be, I think the actual Cinderella team that comes out on top is actually going to be the Cleveland Guardians. They're going to do it again. They're going to dominate the Central in the second half of the season. Well, they were the Indians, but they're the Guardians now.
Where do you pick these teams from?
Well, they were the Cleveland Indians, all right, but they changed.
No,
them.
I know who they are.
Yeah,
man.
just like
a
the
random
Washington
team to get
Commanders
behind.
had their names.
It's because it's what they did last season. Last season, they were in the middle of the pack. They didn't. Nobody even thought they would even make the wild card towards the beginning of the All-Star break. After the All-Star break, they started winning and dominated. Yeah, I think they'll do it again. I think. Okay. They just have a knack for it. And honestly, I think that it was part of their strategy last year. They're going to just do it again this year.
I don't know. I think it was a fluke.
I hope so, because teams that do that are usually the biggest threat in the Major League playoffs for Major League Baseball.
True. Very true.
Well, we'll see.
How about some football, Cole? I want to hear your 2 cents because this is your shit right here.
2 cents.
Yeah. The Jets are hosting the Bills on week 1. This is the best yet, I think. I think it's gonna be good Monday Night Football, guys. Do you guys think that people are gonna be hyped up and they're?
I think it's definitely gonna be a good game. I see the Bills probably. You know what? Actually, the Bills and Jets might split their division series this year, but I mean, probably the Bills, since they're more of a gelled and experienced team. Like, just like playing with each other instead of like Aaron Rodgers just going to the Jets. What are you guys doing?
No, because Hunter's ready to do it again. Hunter, go ahead, Hunter. Go ahead, Hunter.
The Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl. Just put that out there.
The Dolphins are a playoff team.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. He's just doing it.
15-2. Dolphins are going 15-2. We're gonna train ride.
Bro, they win. Okay, so every week that Hunter does this, he gives them one less game loss every week. They were gonna be 13-4. Now they were 14-3. Now they're 15-2. And
exactly,
by the time we get to regular season, they're gonna be like, we're gonna win our games and not even bother showing
It'll
up.
happen. Listen, the Dolphins have the second hardest schedule, but the script writers got our back. Watch.
If they have the second hardest schedule, then I mean, they're probably gonna finish like 9-8 again, or 10-7 maybe.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
What are your Bears? What are your Bears going to do?
What do you have to say about that?
Did you know that
Right across the bow. Right across the bow.
Did you know that Cole, did you know
Hold
that
on.
Justin Field had less passing yards than Justin Jefferson? No, he leaves.
I think you broke
Look
Cole.
at it,
I think
he's
you
just
broke
like-
him. I
he's
think you
like,
broke
fuck
Cole.
you, bro. Don't talk about my Bears. Bye. yeah, how convenient. How convenient.
He probably had to run away, bro. That was a shot across the
No,
bow.
my dad called me.
Oh, okay. All right. No, worries. But
I'll give that just.
Dad in
Honestly,
for
I
the
think the
save.
Bears
Dad,
are
don't
probably
worry. Don't
like,
worry. Papa Phil comes in for the save every now and again too.
I've acquired
No, not since I
a
cussed them out that
realistic
day. I scared
expectation
them.
for the Bears every year. So like if they do better than what I'm expecting, I'm
The
happy.
Bears are gonna
and
go
if they
5
don't,
and
I'm
12.
fine with it. So I'm just gonna say like the Bears are gonna be like 6-11. I'm just gonna like say that every year.
Yeah, you
and
say
then
5 and 12,
if
bro.
they're better, that's awesome. If they're not, that's
Yeah.
okay.
I think with everything that Chicago's doing and the fact that they're going to be in a weak division, they've already got 6 games in the bag because the rest of the division is going to completely collapse, starting with the Vikings.
That
The
that is
Lions,
amazing.
the Lions are
Going for
imploding.
5,000 next
The
week,
Packers don't even know. I think the Packers organization forgot that they were a football team. So I think it's going to help the Bears out significantly. So that's 6 games right there. And
Well,
I think
also,
with their
Bears,
schedule, they
Packers,
can
week
win
1 at Soldier
another
Field.
4 somewhere.
That should be fun.
Yeah,
don't know, man.
I think they're going to have another 4 after that. So I think they're going to have a 10-7 season and still win their division.
That is amazing.
I've already said that
That's what happened.
I've already said that the NFC is completely weak. The best teams that are going to come out of the NFC are going to be the Cowboys, the Eagles, and maybe the 49ers, maybe even the Seahawks out of that. So, which in reality, those teams are all going to be struggling because everybody's building up.
You've been
Everybody's
around
trying to
with
do
Texas
something.
teams
The
too
NFC
long.
South doesn't even exist. Don't even pretend like that's a division in the NFL right now.
I'm just talking
Alright?
about the
And-
Bears, bro. 10-7.
Or sorry, not 10
Yeah,
and 7,
well, think
7
about
and
it,
7.
because they're already gonna win 6
7 and 10.
games because of
No,
how
they're not.
bad their
No, they're
division
not.
is.
They might beat the Packers, but they're gonna get smoked by the Lions in the fucking. And the
Oh
Vikings.
my gosh! After the draft they
even
just
start
had,
that.
and after
The-
everything they've
the
done in
Lions
free
are all-
agency,
Oh,
the Lions will be lucky if they have a football
the
team
Lions
next year in
didn't need to
Detroit.
get better to beat the Bears. The Lions didn't need to get better to beat the Bears. Didn't they beat them twice last year?
The Bears got better, and the Lions are not
did
getting
not get
better. The
better.
Lions are actually
Lions did not
getting
get better.
worse.
Who
Okay,
did
all right,
who
all
did
right.
Chicago
So
beat that made
between
it
you and me,
better?
Hunter, let's put a cool $40 in between you and me right now. If the
Okay.
Lions win the division, I'll give you $40, bro.
Sounds good. No,
Okay.
well, no, because I
And
have
if
the
the
Vikings.
Bears win,
No,
if the
I
Bears
have
win the
Vikings.
division, you got to get me 40.
No,
All right.
I've told you the
Leo,
Vikings.
can I
will win
can
the
I can I
division.
give you an air high five right now?
If the Vikings win the division, you give me $40.
So you're taking the Vikings to win the
I'm
division.
taking the Vikings, but the Detroit Lions are still going to beat the Bears twice.
You
but
mean
they're
a
not gonna
team
win
that
the
made its offense better, but its defense worse?
So-
Yeah,
so
they're going to
then where
win
do
the
you think the
division.
Lions are
Okay,
gonna
let's see how that works out.
You think the Lions are
Justin
gonna
Jefferson's
finish
going to have
second
another
in the
2,000
division,
something
or-
yards, bro, this season. Get out of here.
Are we doing the bet or not?
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
It's
Leo
on.
just
Leo
is
can be all
frozen
frozen
now,
he
but I
wants.
mean, I think they're for sure doing it.
Yes.
But where do you think the Lions are going to finish that, Hunter?
Let's put the money
Second in the
on
division.
the board.
Yeah. No. That's wow. Okay.
Wait. So, who is everyone's early Super Bowl picks then?
Oh, you know mine.
You know.
The team from the
Believe
NFC
it or
in the
not,
Super Bowl.
it
I'm
hurts
gonna
me
be
to say
right
this, but
eventually,
my
and I'm
actual
gonna sit there
NFC
and be like,
Super Bowl
"Yeah,
pick
open."
is actually going to be the Cowboys. My NFC Super Bowl pick is going to be the Cowboys.
I think the Cowboys they've been cursed for such a long time. They might break out of it in a few years, but honestly, I think it's probably just going to be like maybe like a Chiefs 49ers Super Bowl again or something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
I know that whoever comes in the AFC, it's going to come out of the AFC East between the Bills, the Jets, and the Dolphins. It's got to be those three. And the reason why I'm saying the Dolphins
I hope so.
is because the Dolphins have made very good moves in the free agency. They
got Jalen
they're
Ramsey,
picking
too.
up a lot of good undrafted free agents right now that are
Dude, our
solid.
slowest wide receiver is a dude who doesn't even know how to name himself properly, but he still runs a 4.35.
We were talking about Chosen
And
Anderson.
that's our slowest.
The
slowest.
Dolphins
You're not going to be able to cover the wide receivers. The Dolphins, Tua's going to throw for 5,000 yards and like 50 touchdowns next year.
5,000 yards. Wow.
Why?
I'd like to make a bet for 5,000 yards. He would be the single greatest quarterback at 5,000
Tyreek
yards.
averages 120, 130 yards a game. Jalen Waddle was averaging 115 yards a game. The Dolphins are going to have what's his name? The chosen one out there, fucking running underneath routes and stuff. The Dolphins pick up 3 new running backs. Get out of here, bro. We've got the what's his name from fucking the Texas A&M, the do-it-all man. He even kicked punts.
Remember, according to Hunter, as we get closer to the NFL season, about
finally
week
draft
1,
properly.
the Dolphins are going to win every game of the year by not even showing up. Because they're just that great on paper that it's just going to scare everybody, and everybody's just going to forfeit before they're like, you know what, those Dolphins are too good. We're definitely not playing them. Give them the win.
We're done.
You know, man.
Close it out right here.
I really love that. Like, that,
No,
like,
no, that's
what is
Hold
it?
on.
What
He's
is
gonna
it?
burn me. He's gonna burn me. Let's go.
What is it? That like $8 million cap hit per year for Danny Dimes to fucking do nothing for you guys?
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I have never liked Daniel Jones. You've actually liked Daniel Jones more than I've liked Daniel Jones as a Giants fan.
I've told you, fantasy-wise, he's a great quarterback because
He's
he
Danny
runs.
Dimes. He's the bestest there ever
Danny
is and
good,
was.
Danny
I'm like, he's okay. He's good. He's good for what they have right now. But the fact is that they can do better. They can do much better than have that man at quarterback. But right now, they just want to keep rebuilding. Okay, fine. That's why I don't have Super Bowl hopes for the Giants. That's why I look at the realistic thing that happens in sports, like the Bears getting better and everyone in the division falling apart. But no, everybody wants to go based off what happened last year because the offseason doesn't matter. Unless you're a Dolphin fan, then all the we've already.
We got
Tell me who the Bears
Edmonds,
got.
TJ Edwards.
Wait. Who'd you get? Say that again. Start with the first one.
Okay, so we got Tremaine Edmonds. We got TJ Edwards.
Got DJ Moore.
Who'd you get on offense?
You got
We got
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Are you, dude?
Bro, nobody knew who Jalen Waddle was until
DJ
last
Moore
year,
hasn't
so
had
don't
a
even start
1,000
there.
Yard receiving season in 6. Who did not just say DJ Moore?
I did just say DJ Moore. We got a
You're not-
receiver one. And
Bro,
no, it
do you
hasn't been
understand? I would
6 years.
take
He's had
Henry
3
Ruggs over DJ Moore, and
1,100+
he's in
receiving
jail.
seasons. So it's been like a year or 2 at most.
I would take
He's in
Henry
jail?
Ruggs. I would take Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs would probably have more yards in the yard.
Wow.
And DJ
Okay,
Moore
I
will
see how
have
it is.
Yeah.
DJ Moore is not that guy anymore. He used to be.
He's
pretty
not that
decent.
guy. No, he was.
He's
He
not-
was definitely that guy last year. But
No,
he'll
he
definitely
wasn't that
not
guy
be
last
this
year
guy.
either.
So now
His-
I
that
drafted
DJ
him
Moore
in
actually
fantasy
has a
like
good
3 years
quarterback
ago, bro.
throwing to him, he's not going to be good? Is that what you're saying?
But who's going to throw him the ball? A
Justin
quarterback that
Fields.
averaged the most rushing yards by a quarterback in the last half century? No way.
That's
no
a
way.
plus.
Jalen Fields is a runner. You know what DJ Moore excelled at the Carolina Panthers and why they went and got him? Because he's a good blocker. He's a good downfield blocker.
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, if DJ Moore can do that, that would be awesome.
That's what I'm telling you. This isn't going to be an airing out game. This isn't going to be any of that. They're going to try and run Justin
the Bears
Fields,
have
and Justin
3
Fields is going to get
receivers.
hurt.
We have
Justin
3
Fields is gonna get
running
hurt.
backs, and we have 2 tight ends, and we have an improved offensive line.
And when Justin Fields is running and he gets plowed into the ground because he's not a big guy, and he's out.
And when
what
it
are the
happens
Bears
to
gonna
Tua, Mr. Jiu-Jitsu, Tua
I already
Tagovailoa, like
told you, exactly, he's learning jujitsu.
right,
He's getting
right.
the poofier hair. They got him a new helmet. Exactly. What does Justin Fields do? Justin Fields doesn't go home and eat carbs. No. He stays skinny as shit. He's gonna get broken in half.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Cole, do you not? What do you think? Hang on, we have to give Cole the rebuttal. I have to give Cole a rebuttal because it's.
You have to give me a rebuttal? Dude,
Yeah, 'cause
it's your
Justin
team.
Fields improved significantly last year, not just as a runner, but as a passer too.
I agree, but do you think he improved enough to carry the Bears to a 10-win season?
Yes. He's going to improve this season too.
Can't carry the whole team on your back.
He
No,
did last
He's going
year.
to improve because they brought him more.
They brought
it's like
him
the
extra
off
protection.
season.
They brought
There's
him
more that
receivers.
happens
They
in
brought
the
him more
off season
tight ends.
than just
they now have a younger
signing
and
some
better
big
defense
name
than last
guy.
year.
The Dolphins signed Tyreek Hill as the biggest thing they did last year. And honestly, they couldn't keep their quarterback upright enough to actually do something about it. I'm hoping he has a better season than what he had last season. I'm hoping he doesn't land on his head like he does. But can Tua Tagovailoa do it again? Man, it's up there. Let's hope that they did they make any changes to their offensive
He was
line?
even contemplating retirement this offseason.
Well, I would have contemplated retirement if I couldn't count all the
That
fingers
was
in my one
rumors.
hand.
Oh, that's all tabloids.
Yeah. Don't believe the hype.
That part, yeah. Tua wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah, he's not.
But I like how Tom Brady's going to come back to the league.
Tom Brady's coming back.
He
to
did. He quit his analyst, the Fox analyst, the Fox Sports
No
or whatever.
way. Tom
Yeah,
Brady
I
is
swear
not
to
coming.
God,
Tom
he took
Brady's
the
not
job.
coming back
He
to
took the
that
job a
level.
month and a half ago, and he just quit it the other day. I swear to God.
So what team
Why
is
would
he
he
going to
do
go
that
to?
if he's not plotting?
What team is he going to go to?
He's going to go to the Miami Dolphins. They're going to tell Tua to sit for a year, get bigger, learn the game. Let's win a Super Bowl with Tom Brady real quick.
May 11th, 2023 at 11:23 a.m. Tom Brady is coming home. The Patriots will, according to the Boston Herald, a reputable newspaper, Hunter, the Patriots will honor Brady during their home opener in 2023 regular season.
Yeah, they're gonna open
for
for
Thursday.
him.
Yeah,
Right,
they're gonna honor him.
They're gonna honor him while he's playing down in Miami, and then in week 2, right, they're gonna honor him again when we go up there and crush them.
Okay, let's see what the report for.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying it is odd that Tom Brady would start making moves.
All right, here's Tom Brady on Twitter. Anyone who thinks I have time to come back to the NFL has never adopted a 2-month-old kitten for their daughter.
He said that last time. He said that last time.
Yeah, but last time we didn't have Antonio Brown.
How?
Well, Antonio's back in the league. Hey,
That's true, that's
he's in
true.
the Ravens. I love how Lamar's like, can you guys go get me a couple wide receivers? And they were like, best we can do is Odell Beckham Jr. and Antonio Brown. And Lamar was like, you know what, man,
Also,
that's better
Nelson
than nothing.
Aguilar too.
Yup.
Yeah, he signed that. He signed
Oh,
that nice
yeah,
little
Nelson
lucrative
Aguilar, I give
contract
him
with
up.
some good guaranteed money.
Antonio Brown is
Antonio
just
Brown, that's bro. Listen, what's the over under that Jim Harbaugh punches him in the face?
I think Tony will leave by then. I think
And
Tony will leave
Antonio
before
Brown
that
is-
happens.
Before the punching happens?
Yeah, before the punching happens, I think Antonio will leave.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be a fight between
he's
those
good
two would be
entertainment.
legendary.
He's overall great entertainment.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, that's what
On
pays
and
the bills,
off.
bro? What pays the bills?
Great.
Getting entertained. Let them eat
On
cake.
He's for yes, he is. He's great entertainment for television.
All right,
Wow.
everybody. Well, that'll actually conclude this edition of the pregame warm-up. Be sure to give us a follow on Instagram at the official_lodge_. Also, don't forget to catch us in action. You have the Lions Den every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 Central. And every now and again, just be aware. Sometimes Hunter will surprise you with his midday check-in. Until next time, this is Leo with Nikita, Cole, and Hunter saying you've been listening to your pregame warm-up.
Guys.